At last, I made it to the Riverfront in downtown Montgomery. So I'm about to go take a stroll along the riverfront, and this is the entrance to that riverfront. So stay tuned and check me out. I'm approaching the tunnel that leads to the riverfront, along with its many attractions. So this is also where the riverboat landing is, where the Harriet riverboat takes its river cruises. I think I pronounced the name of that riverboat correctly. If not, I apologize, but I believe it is the Harriet. About to get a little dark because we are coming underneath this tunnel. A little bit of lighting though, so that's cool. Plus some shade, you know, so it's plenty of shade down here for sure. You're trying to escape that Alabama sun, which can be overbearing to say the least. Now we did also, as kids, come to the riverfront from time to time. It didn't have as many attractions as it does now, but it's still, of course, always the riverfront, of course, obviously has always been there. The riverboat. Never actually been on the riverboat before, but we all know the infamous incident that occurred about 8 months ago. You guys know what it is. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm pretty sure if you put your imagination to work, then you'll understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. Just made our way out the tunnel, and here we go. We're on the Riverfront Trail, which is also part of the Civil Heritage Trail. And there goes the beautiful riverboat right there. Yeah. Here goes the steps. Here goes like a timeline that's plastered on this rock wall right here, showing Montgomery's history from the Civil War all the way to, well, actually this is actually all of the Reconstruction post-Civil War era that they have on this particular timeline. So you have 1887, where Montgomery was becoming more modernized. You know, there was improvements to the infrastructure as far as, you know, building parks and streetcars, sidewalks, skyscrapers, things of that nature. You have the Montgomery's role in the war, so that includes World War I and World War II. And it also talks about how a lot of these airfields that are in Montgomery, particularly Air Force, Maxwell Air Force Base, Gunner Field, how they came to be. And then you have the civil rights movement, you know, the freedom fighters, or excuse me, freedom riders. And then the modern era, like the 80s, 90s and 2000s, where Montgomery exploded into a cosmopolitan city that it is known for today. So I think that's pretty neat that they put that right here at the riverfront. Look at that beautiful water, that beautiful river. It's the Alabama River to be exact. And you see those trees to complement the background. You know, you can always come out here. You can bring, if you don't want to get on the actual riverboat, you can actually bring a family or you bring yourself, come out here, eat you like a little lunch, snack, whatever you want to call it, and just enjoy the scenic view. And right over here, it looks like an amphitheater. Looks like they have like little shows and stuff like that over here. When the summer is really peaking. Right now it's the early spring, so not much activity. But over here, it looks like this big open space right over here. This is where you can bring a blanket, and have a picnic and just sun gaze, whatever you want to do. You could come over here and just enjoy the great outdoors. Let me make my way further up this way. You can also get a nice jog in as well. There's many things you can do out here at this park. And up here they have a restaurant that just opened a couple of years ago. Can't see it really from here, but let me get up a little closer. But right over here is called the Red Bluff Bar 2022 is when it opened. Just to add to the attractions that are already present at the riverfront. So yeah, here's the actual restaurant right here. It's closed today. It's going to be closed tomorrow as well, but they usually have live music. You can come here and get you a cocktail or any alcoholic beverage of your choice. You can also, of course, you can get food, and you can just come out here and just chill right here on the riverfront. They got outdoor seating that faces the river. And check this out. That's pretty cool. They have this big giant chair, red chair, alongside these two smaller chairs. Yeah. Pretty neat, huh? But that does it for the riverfront. I'm gonna come back at another time and get some more footage when there's more people. But you guys get the general idea of how the riverfront works and how it looks. So that's it for now. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And okay, you guys saw the riverfront. Now I'm taking a stroll down Tallapoosa Street to check out more sights, more interesting buildings and whatnot. And just an update on the weather. It is still highly overcast, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain. I mean, it kind of, in a way it does, but it doesn't have rain in the forecast. So it might just be a very cloudy day all day. But at any rate, it's warm out, so that's the good part about it. And there goes the alley right across the street. That's where I mentioned earlier that has you know, all the different bars and restaurants. And here is the Montgomery Riverwalk Stadium. Again, this is the Montgomery Riverwalk Stadium. This is where the minor league baseball team, the Montgomery Biscuits, play their home games, as you can see right here. And we're basically over here at the will call segment of the ballpark. But I want to circle back real quick, and as you can see, there goes the Biscuits logo right there. Now this building was actually a military prisoner, a military prison that held Union soldiers or Union prisoners during the Civil War. So as you would imagine, back during that time, this prison was actually established by the Confederate soldiers, but the Union soldiers were held captive in this very building. And as you would imagine, during that time, the conditions were very poor, and a lot of the prisoners died in captivity. Just a little nugget of information pertaining to this building. But now it is a ballpark. And of course, today is not game day, so there's no activity going on at the stadium. A couple of older buildings over here as well. Still walking down Tallapoosa Street. Here's another wing of the stadium right here. As you can see, there's some seating over on this side of the field, and from over here you can see the scoreboard, or the jumbotron for the Montgomery Biscuits. Now, as I'm approaching Court Street, what you see right here is the part of the city that's known as the Legacy Plaza. Now, the Legacy Plaza has a lot of the like civil rights history, as well as like the slavery, like enslavement history as well. So this hasn't been here that long. It's only a few years old. As you can see, here goes the Legacy Museum, which is one part of the Legacy Plaza. So in there's a bunch of like displays that shows the history of enslavement to mass incarceration as it pertains to African Americans, black people. As you can see, there goes some photographs of the slaves. There's a large amount of them right here, huge. Like I said, there's a lot of dark history associated with the South America in general, but the South specifically as it pertains to the civil rights, the mass enslavement, and also the lynchings that took place. So there goes a sign that has like a little slideshow, like a little billboard display. Let me walk up these steps. Here goes the park right here. Goes Miss Rosa Parks. Her statue right smack dab in the middle of this patch of grass right here. This field rather of grass. And you can see right here, those buildings right there are old warehouses. And a lot of those buildings have been converted to like lofts and restaurants, bars, you name it. But yeah, you can actually come out here and sit down and have a like a little picnic or lunch, whatever type of gathering you want to have. And see over here, it looks like they're constructing a new structure. It looks like it may potentially be a hotel, just from the structure and just from the layout. The layout looks like a hotel. So I mean, this city's, there's a lot of growth in this city. I see. It may not seem like it, but oh wow, this is neat right here. They have some ceiling fans over here. So it looks like people actually come over here and have like massive gatherings. They have, that's pretty neat over here. They have the Legacy Cafe. It's a food truck. Here's another view of the RSA building in the Regents Tower. Okay, so this is basically a space of reflection and quiet conversation, and which is fitting because of what this park commemorates. So if you think you're going to come over here and skateboard and bike and do any type of recreational sports like playing football, this is not the place. There's plenty of green spaces for that, but this is not one of them. Oh wow, look at this. Shout out to Kevin King. There goes Frederick Douglass. Looks like, is that Harriet Tubman? Yeah, it looks like Harriet Tubman. I know that's Frederick Douglass right there. I want to say that's Mary McLeod Bethune, and if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. but nevertheless, it's a really dope piece of art. Again, shout out to Kevin King, who put together this wonderful piece. So all of this is like right by the riverfront. So that's really cool that all of these different sites are within relatively short walking distance from each other. I think I'm getting ready to make my way back to the alley. Go grab me a bite to eat. All this sightseeing and walking it worked up an appetite for me, so I have to go satisfy my appetite. Now this building right here is the Alabama Gazette building. And yes, people, this is a newspaper. You know, people still read newspapers in 2024, believe it or not. I'm talking about the print form. You know, we don't really see paper boys. I mean, that's very old-fashioned. You don't see guys riding around their bike throwing the papers anymore. But we do see a lot of in some areas you see like those little newsstands where you can get your newspaper. So in some instances you can get one for free. I think some people even still subscribe. They still get like monthly subscriptions to their local paper. Dreamland barbecue ribs. That sounds pretty good right about now.